Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. I will be your captain today. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to press that subscribe button down below. If you're already subscribed to the show, set your notifications to all so that you don't miss any of the hot topics and fire content. And go on and bang that like button while you're at it. Queens and kings on the agenda today. Diddy no longer paying Young Miami's bills, cutting his expenses. She may need a job. The View panelists get into a fight over Simone Biles' husband. Chelsea Handler recalls weird star studded dinner at Jeffrey Epstein's home. Real Housewives of Atlanta ex castmate co star Peter Thomas and I spoke. And a woman claims Trey Songz kidnapped her, no food or water for 2 days. 2023 ending with a bang. January the 3rd, 2024, Bow Wow had a post and delete seemingly about the mother of his son that he didn't claimed, disowned, and then claimed again. Shout out to our people over at the neighborhood talk. Well, all right, let's get into it. We definitely have a lot to get into today. Hello and welcome. Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you. Oh, absolutely. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Goddess Tulsa Show. Welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now is the time to go ahead and get ready for the show. We have some great news for you. Okay? We're going to have a great time. So I really, really, really appreciate you and your dedication to showing up. Gratitude. Don't be afraid to hit that cash app. And don't forget to smash that like button. All right, and we are back on this beautiful day today. All right, guys. How are we connecting? Are we connecting okay? Are y'all hearing me okay? Is everything good? All right, while we do that, let's go ahead and honor our royal members. I feel like I'm lagging. Give me 1 second. I'm going to drop out and come right back in. All right, we are back. Yes, we are. We have Ariel Summers in the building. She says, "Hey, Queen, I'm here, but in the bushes," and threw her butterflies up. All right, then we got Wani with one up in the building. Grand Rising. Okay, get into it. Welcome. Wani with one says, "Hello, Queen Tulsa, Ariel Summers, mods and chat. Please like, share, subscribe, and join the convo respectfully." Absolutely, yes. Okay. All right, so listen here. We're definitely going to get into the commentary and we will be covering the stories. But before we get into that, we definitely have to give the look of today. And this is a New York and Company. Oh, yes, I love it. It was a piece that I had purchased over the weekend. And so definitely wanted to let you all know what the donations and when you pour into the channel, into the platform, you definitely get a look of the day. And so this is the look of today. Okay. Absolutely. Our Thursday look. All right, now let's go ahead and get into it because there's a lot of hot topics, but this one right here really got me going. Okay. Now, shout out to a website called All About the Tea, and I will be dropping um, the link to this article so you can go over and look for yourself. But listen here, what I do want to say is, child, the women over at The View were pretty much fighting over Simone Biles' husband. And, you know, it's been very interesting. It's been very interesting, to say the least, right? So let's go ahead and get into the article. All right. And just bear with me as we are navigating. We have a new system or a new program that we're on. Okay. Actually, no. I think that we should. Where were we? No. Okay, here we are right here. Okay, so I'll just read article verbatim, and this is going to be from All About the Tea. All right, it says the View panelists get into a fight over Simone Biles' husband. All About the Tea staff, January 4th, 2024. Okay, now get into this. Sonny Holston and Alyssa Farah Griffin clash over controversy swirling around Simone Biles' husband during Tuesday's episode of The View. Okay, those are those two ladies right there. The co-hosts discussed Jonathan Owens calling himself more of a catch than the Olympic gymnast during the show's Hot Topic segment. Okay, oh, get into him, girl. Come on. Whole snack. And listen here, you see how he's got those lips perched up, honey? And she's just looking and smiling and just so giddy. Well, let's go ahead and read into it, girl. Holston kicked off the discussion by declaring that she found it unbelievable that Owens had not heard of Biles when they met for the first time in 2020. She was a Wheaties box. Everybody knows who Simone Biles is, the 55-year-old added. I don't know who he is. Co-host Sarah Haynes chimed in to add that she was annoyed that the 28-year-old NFL player said that he actually usually considers the man in any relationship to be the catch. Have you met other men? She asked, prompting laughter from the panel and the audience. Are you listening to yourself right now? Holston interjected, I want more for her. I hope she's happy. No one ever knows what's going on in relationships, but she is the catch. Okay, get into that. Fair Griffin jumped in to defend Owens, calling the athletic couple adorable and beautiful. She added that the two seemed very happy. Fair Griffin, 34, pointed out that Owens claimed that he didn't have NBC as Biles grabbed headlines during the 2016 Olympics. The Green Bay Packers state safety asserted that he was in college at the time and may have not seen her. I guess she is the greatest of all time. So she should have known, but I give him some grace, Farrah Griffin added. Oh, okay. So she says, I get, oh, girl, let me slow it down. I guess she is the greatest of all time. So he should have known, but I give him some grace, Farrah Griffin added. Okay. Like, oh, he is definitely a catch. Girl, get into that, girl. Pick me up, honey. It's giving pick. Oh, girl, this is not my. Host, Hostin was quick to point out he saw that Wheaties box. Haynes 46 added that Biles' superstar persona transcends the Olympics. The View panelists also spoke about the duo's past debate over which sport is tougher, gymnastics or football. We tried to pin each other against on like difficulty, ability, and all that stuff. Biles revealed in December's 2023, back that year up, special on Peacock. She quipped, "So at the end of the day, gymnastics is harder if he agrees or not." Okay, she better let him know. Haynes weighed in on the subject, commenting, "No shade to football players because here it comes. But like football players run into each other, like you bang into each other. You throw a ball." She added, "Gymnasts do things with their body that is muscles from their fingertips all the way down to their toes. I'd like to see that man try." Okay, get into it. The 7-time Olympic medalist has not let the public backlash over Owen's statements swap her support of her husband. Okay, get into it. I'm going to stick with my man, my man, my man, my man. Owens recently posted a couple pic caption, "Just know we locked in over here." Period. Biles agreed in the comment section, writing, "For life." Biles later asked on X, "Are y'all done yet?" Amid the flood of fan criticism. Biles and Owens went public with their relationship in August 2020. They tied the knot in a Houston courtroom in April 2023, and a second time in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, a few weeks later. Child, this is my thing. If they're happy, let them be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that their happiness should dictate us. And whether if the man didn't know that she was a gymnast or not, I mean, at the end of the day, they are both financially stable. And I just feel like, they met for a reason, right? They met for a reason. And so, whatever that reason is, or whatever that reason was for, we just got to be thankful in that moment. When somebody's happy, just let them live in that happiness. And that is what it is. But speaking about happiness and partying, child, in my 20s, I know I did a lot of partying and went to like a lot of house parties and things like that, or been to clubs and stuff like that. And so now we have Chelsea Handler recalls weird star-studded dinner at Jeffrey Epstein's home. Okay. And this is from Celebrity News. Okay, get into it. So Chelsea Handler was admittedly freaked out while attending a celebrity packed dinner party at Jeffrey Epstein's home. During her Wednesday appearance on the Literally with Rob Lowe podcast, Handler 45 detailed the unusual evening with the financier who reportedly unalived by S in jail while being held without bail pending trial on child ST charges. Girl, okay. Girl, I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what they got going on, but let me just read it from here. Okay, it says during her Wednesday appearance on the Literally with Rob Lowe podcast, Handler 45 detailed the unusual evening with the financier who reportedly blank by blank in jail while being held without bail pending trial on blank 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 charges. "I did go to the dinner at Jeffrey Epstein's house," Handler told Lowe. I don't know who I didn't know who Jeffrey Epstein was. It was like 20, I don't know what year it was, but it was a long time ago. I went with Katie Couric, Woody Allen, and Sun Yi Preven were there. Charlie Rose was there. I was at that dinner party, but not for long, she continued. When we got there, I was like, what is this gathering? Oh yeah, Prince Andrew was there with blank. No, with no one. He was there with Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, we had dinner and it was so awkward and so weird. Girl, where's my music? I'm like, okay, let me get into this music. Let me get our music up. Okay. So she says, yeah, we had dinner and it was so awkward and so weird. The comic added, I was like, what are we doing here? And then I asked Woody Allen how he and Soon Yi met, and that was when I left. Wait a minute, Lo interrupted. You asked Woody Allen how he and Soon Yi met? Treven is the adopted daughter of Allen's ex, Mia Farrow. At that point of the night, I was like, this is such a ridiculous dinner party. Who are these people? I really was curious. I had forgotten for a moment, and so I asked them what I would ask any other couple, but as it came out of my mouth, I knew that it was too late, and I was like, oh, and he loved it. And Soon Yi, hopefully I'm saying her name right, I don't think she heard it, and Katie looked at me and was like, let's go. Handler said with a chuckle, I love Social Fox past stories. That's a great one, Lo responded. But could you consider that Fox past? Handler interjected. I'm not being rude. They are by marrying your stepchild? Like that's rude. So I don't even consider it a Fox past. Handler added that the dinner party was the only time she ever saw Epstein. I've never been on the private island, and I've never been on his plane. I met him one time, and that was the time. That was a star-studded moment, wasn't it? Lo asked, with Handler responding, yes, it was. It was very cute. So it sounds like to me, and this article was published February the 6th of 2021. And this was on page 6, right? So, I mean, did I? So yeah, that was on page 6. So what do you guys think about that? What do y'all think about that? So Kate, she said that Katie Couric was there. If you all know Katie Couric ended up getting a television show. It didn't really last long, but she had a television show, and you know, like I said, I don't think that she had like a long run, and let's I just don't even know what to I don't it's like, what did she see? My question would be, what did you see? And what made you feel so uncomfortable? But she, I guess the whole dad marrying the stepdaughter, but y'all, they've been doing that for when you talk about slavery, and that Philip Purple, we're going to get into that too. But it was a lot of things that really, really, really got people in the uproar. So let's see. We are about something, Okay. So this is what happened for us over the week. And I definitely want to share it with you all. So give me one moment. I'm going to bring him up, and then I'm going to drop down, and we'll hear from him.
Making me that Marasa.
Okay, well, you wasn't scrambling and scraping for anything, were you?
What do you mean by that?
Well, when people are scrambling and scraping around Diddy, he doesn't like that. So maybe, he's like very particular about his space.
Now, but I was never scrambling and scraping for anything from Diddy, and I don't know why you'd make such a statement unless you've been around him.
No.
So,
Well,
yeah.
no. It was actually a joke. It was
Oh, okay.
he was at the drink champs and he was like, I love the way you scramble and scraping for that.
That's what he said. Mm. Well, like when I see him,
Mm-hmm.
he usually stop what he's doing to acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Because I created this conference in the '90s called "How Can I Be Down," and it was in South Beach, and it kind of populated South Beach with and changed the culture in South Beach from house music to hip hop, which is still hip hop. And 100,000 people used to come down, and the city of Miami Beach asked me not to do it because it was too powerful and too many young black men and not enough police officers. That was in the '90s, from '92 to '97. Actually, from '92 to '96, and then I brought it back in 2005. They still didn't have the infrastructure to support it, so I had to stop doing it because it was harassing the fuck out of me. Too many niggas on South Beach, So I was one of the first who brought him down. I brought Puff down in '92 when the movie Juice came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing a party in Miami for the premiere of Juice. I know Tupac very well.
Oh my goodness.
A matter of fact, that night he was smoking a ruler, and I had to take him to the airport because he was doing that around two editors from two of the most powerful rap culture magazine back then. Uncle said, drop that nigga off at the airport, Peter. Boom. Take him straight to Miami International. But anyway, that's the first time Puff came to Miami and get to see Miami. And, several years after that, every time he did something in Miami, as he was getting wealthy and wealthier and wealthier, he would make sure that I was on the list, to come to those soirees. But, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm out because at that time I was owning my own shit, and I didn't want to, I'm not the type of individual to hang out and chase somebody else's dream but my own, But we talking for a while. I gotta give somebody else another shot.
Speaking of your dreams, like, how do you keep bouncing back? Because it's like when something kind of dives in your plan, you always seem to bounce back.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What else am I supposed to do?
Well, for those that need to be inspired, those that maybe want to know, you have real true fans out here that look up to you and really value the warrior in you. And you need to start.
I think it's a rhetorical question that you just asked, because if you work for yourself, okay, that means you're responsible for yourself and everything else that you are responsible in your life. If you have kids, if you're taking care of your parents, if you're taking care of any kind of loved one, if you work for yourself, what else are you supposed to do?
Some people give up. Some people.
And what giving up look like?
I mean, for giving up for me, I really don't know, because I've always, like, then like just after it, it's like something closed. I go to the next resource.
Do you work for yourself?
I do.
It's rhetorical.
What? No,
okay.
No, this isn't for me. This is for my audience. Like, because I like for people like I said, some of my people that follow me, they're inspired by you. We're inspired by people that got it from ground up, that maybe have it taken away and rebuild. Like,
yeah, but what I'm trying to say, and this is part of the conversation I was having earlier today, is that when you decide that you don't want to, you know, like if you're a blue collar worker, it's different for white collar workers and above. But when you decide that you don't want to go to that job where it's going to pay you $40,000 a year, or $50,000 a year, or $30,000 a year, or $80,000 a year, or $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year, that you don't want to know what your paycheck is going to be like, exactly down to the penny. All right, because then you're living within a fucking capsule, and you know that in order for you to grow, it depends on another person recommend you for a promotion, right? And you know what your limitation for the fucking rest of your life is going to be, right? Some people is built for that. Some people is not. I'm not built for that. I want to know that there's no limits on what the fuck I could earn or don't earn in any given fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So I decided at 23 that I'm going to work for myself. I'm going to create my own path. I'm going to blaze my own fucking trail. And whatever I get, I get. Whatever I don't get is because the effort was lacking, right? And that's the route I went. So I try a lot of shit that I could do a whole conference and tell motherfuckers what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And somebody got to lead the way. Somebody got to blaze the trail. Okay. To go back and tell the rest of them, nah, don't go that way, money, because if you go that way, you're going to get fucked up. You got to come this way. And you know why I know? Because I went that way and I got fucked up. So come this way, because I don't want you to get fucked up. Okay? That's who I am. So I have to rebound and rebound. I'm rebounding right now. I'm getting tore down right now, and I got to rebound right now. I was joking, and I said, damn, I'm going to tell all my followers. I got 800,000 followers. I'm going to ask each one of them for fucking $10. And I'll give you a coupon for bar one, just for me to bounce the fuck back. You know what I'm saying?
I'll send you, listen, I'm not, but I'll send you $2.
Huh?
I want to pour it into you.
I'll take it. I promise you I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my cash app up there. I'll take it. You know, I got to pay people that I owe, and I got to bounce back that I could help more of us. Because everything I do is for black folks. Everything I've done in my entire fucking life is for my own people. So I'll take it. I ain't going to go out and buy a car. I'm going to go and take care of somebody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to go and take care of somebody. I'm going to pass it on. Because that's how I get that's my wealth. My wealth is my relationship.
And I want to say that your good friend, your brother, Greg Leach, you know, he was America's television father, and he was like his good friend. And so I want you to carry on that legacy.
I promised him I might be mad at his wife right now. Me and that motherfucker is not on good terms right now. But I promised Greg that, you know, Greg is all about each one teach one. And like you said, he was the reality dad for everybody. And he was a fucking sweet person. You know what I'm saying? And then I was hold his hand for an hour, 3 days before he died. You know what I'm saying? And he will always be a part of that alumni, those guys who were husband on the Housewife franchise. You understand what I'm saying? You know, like, it's not too many of us that could see. It's probably around, as black men, it's probably around, for the Housewife franchise, it was Atlanta, and now it's Potomac, right? Where there's black people, right? So it's probably around 15 of us, okay? I was on television for over 7 years. You know, learn a lot from each other. Try to set an example that when people are, you know how many guys that was in the joint that came out and said, yo, Peter,
I look forward to seeing you every Sunday. You really hold it down for us. We're proud of you. You know how many men that was locked up come to me and say that shit to me? It's the best fucking feeling in the world.
But still, I'm proud of you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't play myself. I wasn't a sucker. I wasn't a fucking coon. You know what I'm saying? I kept it 100. Okay? I wasn't pretending to be the nigga who drive a Ferrari when I'm fucking walking. I'm walking to, I tell everybody I'm walking. When I buy my used car, I say, hey, this is my used car. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't fronting. I never fronted. When I don't got it, I say I don't have it. Somebody said, I hope you and Nina fix whatever the difference is. Nah, real friends go through shit and they come out of shit if they're real friends. Okay? So if it's gonna fix it, it will fix itself in time. But right now, we ain't fucking with each other.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Baby, I am on one tonight. I'm talking. I can't sleep, and the best way for me to even try to channel any kind of focus is to come on my live. You know what I'm saying? You gave me an idea, so I'm gonna put up in my bio, I'm gonna put up Peter Thomas Cash App. Save me to save somebody. Ain't that a motherfucker? Oh my god, that shit is funny.
So,
but
I can send my
no, I don't have it. I was just kidding. I didn't put up anything yet. If I did, I'm gonna do it after this, and then y'all can go there and make contributions.
Okay. But what is your Cash App so I can send something?
Oh my god, no.
Well, listen. You go Oklahoma. You already know it's hospitality here. Something. Well, listen. I can say for me. And I do apologize about your experience, but even if it's $10, I just want to point to you. Like I said, your best friend.
Somebody said, do Zelle, Peter. Cash App, take a percentage.
Okay, whatever.
If I do Zelle, I have to give out my phone number. You know how crazy it is if I give out my phone number?
Put an email. You can put an email on Zelle.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to put my email on Zelle.
Listen. If we have to do it, go fund me. Listen. No,
listen. Yo, my email, sometimes I gotta take that down. People are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'll tell you guys some shit that white people like. I might be famous, but I'm a regular fucking person. I promise you when I say this. All right. And when I'm out and about, my people always get upset at me because I make friends wherever I go. I talk to people and I give them my number. And I'm giving them my number because I probably had a great conversation with them. And it's, like, yo, when you come to Miami, come to Bar One, or when you're in Charlotte, go to Sports One. When you're in Baltimore, go to Bar One. Or if you're in Atlanta, these are the places that you should go to that's black owned. I'm that guy. I'm always sharing wealth. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but these motherfuckers, there would be, there's men, not one, over the last several years, that would FaceTime, and if I'm getting a FaceTime call, and I would answer it, and men are jerking off. So I would like press fucking, I would end that motherfucker real quick, and then I'll block it, and then 2 weeks later, they'll call me from another number doing the same shit. So there's a lot of weird fucking people out there. There's a lot of women, and at 4:08 in the morning, I could say this shit, that would call me with big dildos up their ass. I don't know why these people think that I need to see these type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they would be selling me, they send me all kind of crazy fucking message on WhatsApp, yo. Okay? All kind of crazy message I get on WhatsApp. Women do the most ill shit, and they say the most ill shit to me. All right? And I'm like, sweetheart, you really need to go find Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And it don't stop them. They proposition me like you would not believe. So there's a lot of weird shit. So that's a lot of times.
Well, they black and he had hair that was wool.
What was that?
They said Jesus is black and hair of wool.
Oh yeah, he's African.
Listen, they want
He's not from Europe. He's African.
they want some black Jesus, honey.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. I think all of us have a little bit of that inside of us because, we all have a little bit of God and Jesus inside of us. Every last one of us.
Yeah. But stop acting like you're not attractive. I mean, you do. I mean,
you start with that, and you're going right back there at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I mean, you are a magnet to the ladies. I mean,
is that right? So I need maybe I should go start an OnlyFans page.
I think that's it.
Yo, I'll get some money with that.
And then you get the the grannies and all. I mean,
I'll get everybody.
Yeah, tell them that you with it. Mm-hmm. Listen, you out here making
I could fix my situation tomorrow just by posting one of the videos.
Absolutely. Tell them you don't need Folgers to get up in the morning, okay? Or any time of the day.
You are the funniest fuck, man. You are funny. I don't need Folgers. No, because I got Peter's Brew, baby. You go buy my coffee. You could do that for me. Go buy my coffee. Peter's Brew. Petersbrew.com. Or russellscoffee.com. Okay? You are funny. At 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:11 in the morning. Okay? I'm going to...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that was me and Peter Thomas. If you ever want to catch that interview, you can most certainly catch it on my channel. Ciao. We had a fun time. We were on his live, we were chatting it up, and I mean, when you're talking about going out of 1 year and going into the new year and being able to communicate with somebody that you planned on communicating with 1 year ago and 1 year later it happened. Yes. Well, speaking of leaving out of the new year, Trey Songz didn't leave out with clean hands. Okay. What is okay? I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so woman claims Trey Songz kidnapped her, no food or water for 2 days, 2023 ending with a bang. Baby, when I tell you, shout out to Media Takeout for the article. You guys can definitely get over there and check them out. Yes, definitely get on over there and check them out. So I'm going to post their link in the chat right now. And I try to do it like ASAP or else I will forget, right? All right, so let's go ahead and push on through the content. Okay, so, child, R&B singing sensation Trey Songz is going viral after one of his former girlfriends explained that the singer allegedly kidnapped her and kept her without food or water for 2 days. Media Takeout learned that in the latest episode of the popular We in Miami podcast, Celine spilled the tea on what happened between her and Trey. She explained, Mr. Steal Your Girl really be stealing bitches. Selena continued, he took my phone and threw it over his balcony and kidnapped me and my friend for the whole 2 days. The story then got worse. He didn't feed us and didn't give us any water. Selena told the podcasters that she was not having fun. Celine then turned uncomfortable when asked whether she and Trey were intimate during the kidnapping. It's like a dark topic, and I don't want to mess with victims. Who, child? Let's get into it.
Trey song.
What happened with Trey?
I'm gonna stand on that.
What happened with Trey, Selena?
I'm gonna stand on that. That stupid little kidnapper stole my phone and kidnapped me.
You called that man a kidnapper.
Hold on. What happened?
Mr. Stereo Girl really be stealing.
He be trying.
Explain what happened.
The short version of it is he saw me at a club, because I can't say the name anyway. But he saw me at the club. Me and him exchanged a few DMs. He was like, no. And then he seen me in person, was like, okay, come here. We went there because I was like, sign me up, I'm a whore. And then he was like, okay, give me your phone. I gave him my phone. He wouldn't give me back my phone. He threw it over his balcony, kidnapped us for the whole 2 days. Didn't feed us, didn't give us no water, nothing.
Where was the money?
Where's the money?
Now hold on. Did he kidnap you, or was you having fun? Like
hell no.
No,
hell no. I wish I would have been down to him, but the way he went about it, hell no, bro.
So did you
him?
I mean, I'm not the one to like take away from victims or anything, but I mean, like it's like a dark.
She ain't say no.
She did not say no.
Okay, that was cringe to watch. How are you going to sit up here and make claims and then be sitting up here laughing and playing about it? That's how you going to say that you don't want to trigger victims, girl. That's exactly what you just did. Like, girl, I'm serious. Like, you sat up here and you just triggered the audience. You sat up here and you gaslit before you went into triggering people off. You hear me? Like, who does that? What type of girl? I'm not with all that. You know, I'm not with all that. You know, you sit up here playing about something, and then we have real people coming out, you know, expressing that something happened to him. Like, girl, you should be banned. You should be canceled now. People like that should be canceled. Now, get into this. Shad Moss, aka Lil Bow Wow. This is the post that he posted over a day or 2 or 3 ago. He says, I wish my baby mother got ran over by a Mack truck, not Joy, the bomb blank. Y'all don't know. I don't care how upset I get at my spouse. I'm not about to go and be online talking about, oh, I wish that this would happen, or the father of my children, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't know. I remember what's his name, Lil Bow Wow or Shad Moss. I remember when he was problematic. I mean, I haven't really saw him out in public lately or in the blogs lately. However, I will say this. He can kind of give unhinged as well. He can definitely give unhinged. Like it like these rappers and stuff, like they get praised and they get all of this attention, right? And at the end of the day, they're still normal people. And I don't know why people sit up here and make these people bigger than what they are. When you sit up and you're, oh my God, I'm in awe. Oh my, you know, when you're acting like a fan, that's exactly how they're going to treat you. That is exactly how they're going to treat you. Oh, you're just a fan. You know? You are just a fan. And see, this is the thing. You can be a fan of somebody, but when it comes to trying to force yourself, you don't know if that person is in a relationship, because half of them, they are in relationships, you know. Okay, hold on. It says we have new comments. Give me 1 second, you all. Give me 1 second. All right, so right back at it. We are definitely right back at it. Now, get into this. Our next article, baby. We have Young Miami back up in the news, child. And yes, of course, it's surrounding Diddy. And girl, I, I, I just didn't understand why didn't he date her mom instead of her, right? But yeah, Young Miami back out here in the news. I know you all remember that son that she had at the awards, praising her poppy, right? Well, girl, I don't know if she's calling him poppy now because apparently Diddy no longer paying Young Miami's bills, cutting his expenses. She may need a job. Okay. Sean Diddy Combs is reducing the expenses as he's facing a series of lawsuits from women claiming that he abused or blanked them. Okay. Now get into this. And one of his biggest expenses, which Media Takeout learned he's recently cut, is his girlfriend, female rapper Young Miami. A person close to Young Miami told us that Diddy is no longer paying Young Miami bills. The friend told us that Diddy had been paying for private flights, shopping sprees, and rent for a luxury Miami penthouse. Now Diddy has cut those expenses. The friend explained Diddy still bought Young Miami a Christmas gift, but he's not as generous as he once was. The friend added he's not paying her rent or giving her money anymore. And he told her not to expect anything from him in the future. Okay, get into that. Get into that photo, y'all. Girl, she gonna have to get back out. Okay. City girls, what? Diddy is not in a good place mentally either. He can really use someone like Karish. Hold on. Diddy is not in a good place mentally either. He can really use someone like Carisha in his life. She really does care about him, not just his money, Carisha's friend added. But Carisha's friend did concede when pressed by Media Takeout, but the money is important, yes. So he has to start paying again if he wants her companionship. Damn, maybe Diddy needs to cut expenses elsewhere. Child, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Diddy needs to be even spending money right now? I mean, do y'all think that Diddy is in a place of oh wow. This is a lot. Like my thing is, how are you explaining this to your daughters? How are you explaining it? Does your sons know? Like really what's going on over there in the Combs home? Where's Mama Janice? Is she coming over on the weekends? Is she doing laundry? Is she doing the girls' hair? Are they going out? I mean, are y'all doing any family events? Because when you were on your way to London, we only saw you in Miami. So was there another vehicle in the back in the VIP so everybody can get on the jet? Did you up and deport all the family members, or was it just you and Carisha? And Carisha, she didn't really seem like she was in a good mood. If you really see her in that video, Carisha does not seem like she was in a good mood. She seemed like she was agitated, and you're trying to shine the camera in her face, and you've got all these allegations up against you. Girl, that's a lot to take. That's a lot to take in. You know, that's a lot to take in. Absolutely, it is. Yes. Well, listen here. Let's go on a quick commercial break, right quick, and let's do a refresher. Okay, just a simple refresher. Okay, just to let you know. We'll be right back.
Lil G Jenkins from the R&B group Silk. When I come to Tulsa, I hang out at the Queen Tulsa show.
All right, shout out to Lil G Jenkins from the R&B group Silk. He says every time he comes to Tulsa, Oklahoma, he hangs out at the Queen Tulsa show. Okay, now listen here. We're in a new year, and people are going to be jealous of you. And I'm here to tell you, and I might need a little bit of help from my sister to let you know jealousy is not a bad thing. Jealousy is a blessing. Go ahead, please like, share, and subscribe. Join the convo respectfully. Don't hesitate to hit that Cash App, sow a seed, place your donation, pay a tithe. Yes, it's okay to do that. We'll be right back.
They get jealous because they don't know the price you paid. Some of you in here, you're paying a price right now. It ain't after a while, but you're going through right now. So God said, I want you to tell your sisters that understand that jealousy is a blessing. Jealousy is a blessing. It's a blessing when people advertise you. You're doing when you talk about me, you're advertising. You advertise me. Nobody don't know who I am. But when you get on the telephone and talk about me 45 minutes, I've got to be important. I've got to be somebody. I've got to have something. If you go take 45 minutes, and so I just want to encourage you that jealousy is a blessing.
All right, and we are back. Jealousy is definitely a blessing, child. Okay, now get up into this. This is what we are going to do. Our daily devotional, okay? To be a dwelling place for Christ. If we become like Jesus and act as he would, we can transform our world. January 4th, 2024. Ephesians 3:17. Yesterday we saw that Paul prayed for the Ephesians to have inner strength. That strength helped them endure suffering, but it also transformed them so that Christ may dwell in their hearts through faith. 3:17. Notice that Paul isn't praying for Christ to come into believers' hearts as he does at salvation. Instead, he prays that Christ would be at home in the core of their being. Put another way, Paul is saying that the more the Spirit empowers people's lives, the more they'll grow up in all aspects into him who is the head. That is Christ. Ephesians 4:15. Jesus' lordship will be established more and more in their lives. And with Christ enthroned as king in their hearts, God's kingdom grows too. The Lord's loving, righteous rule can extend through their lives to their families and communities. Our prayers for others then are not just for personal transformation, although that's crucial. As we become like Jesus, we increasingly act as he would, transforming our relationships and communities. That very thing happened as the early Christians amazed their neighbors by showing love, not only for their own, but for all. And that's where Paul's prayer goes next, which we'll explore over the next 2 days. All right. I really pray that you all are inspired and have really gotten something out of this day. This was the hot topics. Make sure you set your notifications to all so that you don't miss the piping hot topics and fire content. And our look of the day is actually from New York and Company. Okay. And so that's our look for today. It's blue, as you can see, and it fits very well. Shout out to New York and Company. I really appreciate it. Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, we're not an ambassador yet, but I want to encourage you guys to go over to the hair diagram and check out their bowl hold liquid gold, lace jelly. If you wear lace units, ladies, Here's a skin protect. Here's a skin protect that you apply before you put any of, like, it's not glue or anything like that, but you would spray your hair. I'll be doing a tutorial, so just get ready and get excited for that. Yes, as we have a lot of great things that we are definitely doing over here. And you know what? I received this 2 years ago. Can you all believe it? 2 years ago. We received this plaque 2 years ago. Shout out to Together We Break Chains Production. She's here on YouTube. Make sure you guys go over and give her a follow. All right, that concludes our broadcast. I want to thank you all for coming by. Welcome to the Paradise Morning Show, hosted by yours truly, Queen Tulsa. If you have sent the donation in, if you have liked the video, if you shared the broadcast, and if you're a new supporter, we definitely want to thank you. And for our royal members, we thank you. We appreciate you. And yes, we'll see you on the next broadcast.